Hey, I get it. Adulting is hard. Between today's breakneck pace of living, long schedules, bills, and relationships, there barely feels like there's time to unwind. And in an ever more deeply connected world, that is an important facet of modern life. What's up, guys? My name's Jonathan, and I'm the broke-ass gamer here to give you the tips you need to game on a budget. Welcome to Keep It Retro. With the increase in price and what seems like everything in life, finding new forms of entertainment has been increasingly difficult. Most people, especially those of the millennial generation, have less disposable income than we could. So finding new ways to be thrifty is an absolute must. I count myself amongst the broke millennials, but through it all, I have managed to make the best of my situation and make the most of what I have. In this article, I'll share with you how the smartphone has changed that for me. Honestly, the smartphone will probably be the most important symbol of my generation, not because of the jokes we can hear about them, but because of how they revolutionize the way we live our lives, and the way it's changed the world around us. I can still remember living in a time that now seems very archaic. Even in the mid to late 90s, you had to have a cluster of devices to assist you in your day-to-day life. You had to have a TV, VCR, cable, computer, internet, CD, the list goes on. You get the picture. And having those things were a symbol of status and wealth, but things have certainly changed since then. In all honesty, you really only need one device in 2019 and beyond. Period. The question is, what are your needs and what are you willing to sacrifice? For me, my trusty Android phone is my go-to workhorse. I do everything on my device, from Twitter to YouTube to gaming. It has suited every need I have so far, to the point that I almost don't use a laptop at all. With that being said, I'd like to help the gamers out there, and I'm going to show you my tips to gaming on a budget. Broke-ass gamers unite. Tip number 1, mobile is king. For anyone out there trying to get the game on a budget, it's important to know your best options out there. But it should be well known by now that mobile is the undisputed king of budget gaming. Free-to-play and freemium games, though flawed, have put video games in the hands of globally more people than anybody out there. Not even the mighty Nintendo or Microsoft or Sony could muster this. Regardless though, if you use an iPhone or Android, take solace in knowing that you won't have to pay a dime to play most games, even AAA franchises. There are many premium offers out there too, but they rarely exceed a few dollars, with the most expensive I've seen being around $20. Tip number 2, there is something out there for everybody. No matter your style or genre, mobile has definitely got you covered. It's true that originally casual gamers were the main target of developers on this platform, but with heavy pushes from gamers for better experiences, you can now find games that offer more of a console experience. And thanks to the rise of online competitive gaming, PUBG and Call of Duty are now joining the action. Even the hardcore now have a place behind a touchscreen, so keep that in mind when you hop on the Play Store or the App Store to find your next game. Tip number 3, there are many ports of console games. Though it may require a quick search on Google, you can now find a plethora of ports for mobile. Whether you're looking into a classic Grand Theft Auto or maybe want to play Max Payne, you are sure to find something you will love. They have all been optimized to run on phones and will play well on a touchscreen, not to mention most now support Bluetooth controllers. But best of all, they are on the cheap. A lot of the time, only $2 to $5 on mobile, as opposed to the maybe $10 to $20 on Steam or consoles. It's definitely a great way to experience classics or very current titles on the go, all while saving you money in the process. Tip number 4, mobile is a beast for retro. Mobile gaming has always been a breeding ground for retro ports and themed games, and it continues to do so today. Most Final Fantasy games and even Dragon Warrior are available for those needing a classic fix. Numerous devs have made a big effort to keep their classic titles open and available for gamers. Sega has been a shining example of that. A lot of the Genesis games are now available on the Play Store and the App Store. And if you do have an Android, the Play Store has a rich selection of emulators for you to play your ROM files on, provided you have the specs. Even Xbox and PS2 is now playable. Tip number 5, embrace the cloud. Just like the ever-forward march of the marijuana legalization process and the rise of vaping, technology is an ever-evolving and ever-changing aspect of our lives. And right now, mobile is a great place to be a gamer. Thanks to initiatives between Microsoft and Nintendo, the lines between platforms and sites continue to blur, with Sony joining the ranks for cross-platform play. At some point in the future, you could pick up any device and play any game, thanks to the cloud. It will revolutionize the way we play, and mobile will be at the forefront. Pokemon and Mario are already available, and Microsoft is pushing to make Xbox a service even available on phones. This is more of a gamer's market than ever before, no matter what you play on. It is also worth mentioning that the rise of streaming games with 5G just around the corner and all major players creating a streaming service is well worth staying up to date with. Google Stadia, in my opinion, shows the most potential next to Microsoft's efforts, but everyone will be going toe-to-toe in due time. All you have to do is decide what you like the most and what offers you the best value for your hard-earned money. So, there you have it. There are some of my best tips I can give to gaming on the cheap. Your phone truly is a powerhouse. It allows you to do more than ever before, and gamers of all social standing are benefiting. But don't take my word for it. Do yourself a favor and do your research. And remember, it's a big world out there. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. I hope I gave you some helpful tips and tricks to help you game on the cheap. And I do hope you get out there and check some things out, because you would be surprised at what your smartphone's capable of. But anyways, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with my channel. Don't forget to check back, because I do post videos weekly. And for the latest in retro and modern video game news and reviews, one up your game today. Thank you.